Alright, in this video we're going to talk about the first set last protocol for Wendler 531. And all the first set last does is allows you to accumulate more training volume so that you can push your lifts a little bit harder. It also allows you to work on technical issues in your lifts, all of which is going to make you stronger. So the first set last, I'll typically do two things. The first one is no matter what the week, you're going to be doing 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Okay, and this is for any lift, squat, bench, deadlift, or press. The other way that you can do the first set last is an AMRAP set, and AMRAP stands for as many reps as possible. So after all your working sets for the day on Wendler, you'll back down to your first set of the day, and you'll hit as many reps as you can. A lot of people like to try to go for 15 to 20 reps, hitting something pretty high in the last set. But like I said, the first version that I'll recommend for most people when you implement a first set last for some additional training volume is 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Now the first set obviously is referring to your first working set of the day, and as Wendler 531 is typically laid out, you'll do 3 to 4 warm-up sets and then 3 work sets that all escalate. On your 5s week, the work sets are 65, 75, and 85%. On your 3s week, they're obviously 5% higher, 70, 80, 90, and on your 531 week, it's 75, 85, 95%, of course, all based on your training max. So your first set last is going to be done with whatever your first work set is for that day. So if you're in your 5s week, your first actual work set is 65%. That's what you're going to use for your back down set, or as we call it now, your first set last. On your 3s week, that's going to be 70%, which is your first working set of 3. And then on 531 week, it's going to be at 75%, which is your first working set at 5 reps. So hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, the 2 ways you can do the first set last protocol, the first one being 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps for some additional volume. It's also great for working on technique refinement because the rep range is lower. If you want to push it and hit some Widowmakers, which are high rep sets, you can do the first set last, the second version, which is where you do an AMRAP set. AMRAP standing for as many reps as possible. So that's the summary of the first set last. Great for pushing volume, which is going to help build your lifts without having to touch heavier weight all the time. The 3 sets of 5 to 8 is going to be a little easier to recover from. If you do the AMRAP protocol, I would recommend doing that for maybe 2 cycles and seeing how your body responds to that. I probably wouldn't recommend more than 2 or 3 cycles before you switch to a different type of volume protocol for your 531, probably just going back to the original layout. So there you go, that's the first set last.